She's an artist and activist with a degree in business economics. But we are very happy that she chose the path as an artist, because that way we get to experience her incredible work braiding hair sculptures that don't only look absolutely mind-blowingly amazing, but they also send a political message. Thank you so much for being with us today, Laetitia Ky.
Thank you so much. Okay, it's work. Hi, everyone. I'm very happy to be here. I'm a little stressed because English is not my first language, so I'm going to try my best to present all of this very well. So having a good impact starts with being yourself. And this is the title of my presentation, and today I'm going to share with you my journey as an artist, because I feel like it really resonates with the theme of the Congress, Ideas Create Reality, because with my heart, I've been able to create my own reality, to also contribute to create the reality of the people that look at my heart, and to also contribute to create the reality of the society I live in. So who am I? My name is Laetitia Ky. I am 25. I come from Ivory Coast. It's a country in West Africa. And I'm an artist, actress, model, social activist, author, fashion enthusiast. That's a lot of things I know, but yeah, I'm all of this. But I'm principally known for one heart, and this is the fact that I sculpt my hair into everything you can imagine, absolutely everything. So this is a couple of examples. It's all my hair. Sometimes I add some hair extension, and I use wire. So what is my backstory? Before talking about my current journey as an artist, I'm going to share with you my backstory that shaped the artist and the woman I am today. So I grew up in Ivory Coast, and it's a very beautiful country, even if we have our problem. But it's a French colony, and even today, even if we are independent, the effects of colonization are still on us. We are slowly moving forward to, reclaim our identity, but it's still very there. The effects are still very there, and if it's there even now, imagine when I was a child. It was very complicated. I grew up into a society with a lot of complex of inferiority. I mean, everything that is associated to the Western lifestyle is considered classy, amazing, and everything that is associated with the Ivorian traditional lifestyle is considered wild or savage or not good enough. So when you're a little black girl and you grow up into that, it's not the best environment to be confident. So I was ashamed about everything about myself, my skin, my hair, absolutely everything, even my nose, everything was a problem to me, because even our beauty standards are, shaped around the standards of the Western society. A lot of women there use light skin bleach their skin, because the more light skin you are, the more beautiful you consider it. So it was very hard for me as a dark-skinned little girl to be confident in that environment. So since I'm a little girl, my mom, she just relaxed my hair, and everyone used to use hair relaxer. It was just the norm. And I used to relax my hair until I was in middle school, when I was forced to shave my hair, because in the public school there, they believe that if a girl don't shave her hair, she will focus too much on beauty instead of study, and she will seduce the boys around her, and they will not be able to focus on the study. That's crazy. So for 3 years, I was forced to shave my hair to be able to go to school. And when I reached high school, I was able to move into a private school, and there the rules are different. Now I could let my hair grow again. So I start again with the hair relaxing stuff, and because of that, my hair were very weak, extremely weak, because those are strong chemicals. So I was doing it, and one day, I had an accident with my hair. I did a very tight braid style, and when I did it, it was extremely painful. And the day after, I started losing my hair in the front because there is the fact that my hair was very weak, and plus the tightness of the hairstyle, it was terrible, and my hair started to fall out. I was completely traumatized. And, you know, when I took out the braid, I lost maybe a quarter of my hair, and I was just like freaking out. So I started to search on the internet how to make my hair grow again, and I had my click, because I just saw the video of the natural hair community in the US, and it was the first time as a black woman living in Africa that I was seeing another black woman with natural hair. That's crazy, because in an African country, I mean, you're supposed to see that, but I was 16, and it was my first time. So when I saw that, it was a turning point for me, and I shaved my whole hair, and I said, okay, I'm gonna just try to, you know, to let my real hair grow again, and let's see what it will be. So to encourage myself to, you know, to be able to continue with this journey, because it was very hard, I started following on social media a lot of social that were promoting black beauty to encourage myself to not going back to relaxer. And one day, one of the social shared a photo album of African women and their hairstyle before colonization. And I was just impressed. It was sculpture and, you know, decorated with peel, beads. It was just amazing. And it was more like 100 pictures. And when I saw that, I was just inspired. I feel like I wanted to experiment myself with my own hair. So that's what I did. The first hairstyle I did is just like the one I'm wearing today. It was just a straight line. I did it, and I posted on social media, and everyone is just impressed. Like, oh, you did this, oh, you did that. It was just for fun, and I saw everyone like it. So I said, okay, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do something else. So I started to post more about it, and every time I was posting, I was trying to push the complexity of the hairstyle. I was trying to create more, you know, detailed hairstyle, and every time I was posting, how to say that? Every time I was posting, the reaction, the like, the comment, the share were growing. Until one day, where I shaved my hair as a second pair of hands. So it was just for fun. I was just having fun with, you know, my hair, and I posted this, and the picture went viral, completely viral. Everyone was reposting it, the media, social media, everyone, absolutely everyone. I slept with like 1,000 followers on Instagram, and the next Monday, like 10,000. I was like, what is happening? But when it happens, I started receiving a lot of messages from black women all over the world, especially in the United States, saying that seeing my hairstyle was helping them to feel better about themselves, about their own identity, about the blackness, because they live in a society that tells them black hair is less beautiful than other hair. So when you see a black woman using what is supposed to be less beautiful to create art that is supposed to be beautiful and seen, it's very inspiring for them. So I was thinking, oh, if without even trying, I'm able to empower someone, what if I try to do something, to have an intention behind it, to really create about my real conviction? Maybe, you know, it can have a greater impact. So I stopped to create just for fun, and I started to create about feminism in general, because Ivory Coast, as I said, is a very patriarchal society. So I have strong feminist beliefs. So I started to create topic about, you know, periods, domestic violence, support Me Too movement, a lot of things like this. And my following is continue to grow again. So what is creativity? People would say that creativity is the ability of someone to create new stuff, innovative stuff. But for me, real creativity is when you're able to fully accept who you are as a person. I know a lot of artists, you know, they have amazing idea, but they're scared because they're like, oh, if I post this, people will not like it. They will hate it. They will bring me hate. And they try to adapt their art about what they think people will like or will love, will appreciate. And I think this is a very big problem, because as an artist, you're not supposed to adapt your art to people. You're supposed to do your thing and let your public come to you. And this is what I do every day. So all with my heart, I've been able to create my reality in general, because with my heart, as I said in the beginning, I've been able to create my reality, the reality of the people that look at my heart, and also the reality, of the society I live in. So I've been able to build a career, because at the beginning, I didn't think I would have been, it would have been such a big thing. I've been able to collaborate with amazing brands, Marc Jacobs, Giuseppe Zanotti, Dicani, Apple, Pinterest. I mean, some brand, if you told me a couple of years ago I would be able to collaborate with them, I would have said, you're a fucking liar. I've also started an acting career. I have played in 2 films. I have a book called Love and Justice, a journey of empowerment, activism, and embracing Black beauty. That is the continuity of what I'm doing on social media. It's a lot of stories with a lot of image, more than 100 images of my hairstyle. I've also been able to do a couple of exhibitions. Last month, I was in Venice for the Biennale, and I was able to represent my country. It was an amazing experience. I've also been able to improve my self-confidence and find myself a purpose. All my heart has been able to shape the reality of the person who look at it. So, well, for what I get from people that see my heart, I see that I'm able to bring joy to the daily life, because everything is not always about activism. Sometimes, if you go on my TikTok, for example, I'm doing a lot of silly stuff to try to make people laugh. I'm also able to inspire them to express themselves and to create, to increase their self-confidence, because when I create around social, about activism in general, I know that it's helped a lot of women to, to feel better about themselves, because body positivity and things are addressed a lot. And I'm also able to educate people about certain issues, because as an African woman, the type of issue we have is very different of the type of issue a Western woman have. And sometimes when I speak about some issue like female genital mutilation, some Western women come and say, oh, this is the first time I heard about this. How can I help? So I think that's amazing, because it creates more allies. And all my heart contribute to help shaping a new reality for society. Well, I've been able with my activism to open important conversations that drive change. I'm able to break the norm and offer the possibility to have the choice. I'm also able to promote the color of my country. And I help different communities to bond and communicate. Well, I wish I could explain a little bit more each point, but I have like only 20 minutes, sorry. So, what to keep in mind when, as a creative, we want to bring a positive change? What I think is that it's very easy to feel like we already create everything. I mean, we're so much on this planet. We feel like everything already exists. But I feel like when we are able to assume completely who we are as a person, physically, mentally, spiritually, our opinion, when we are fully able to assume it, we are able to do things differently. I mean, I'm not the first person to use hair to create art. But when people see my art, they're like, oh, that's the first time I see something like this. It's because the way I'm doing it is just, it belongs to me, because I'm use what is inside of me to create it, and to make it different. We are billion on this planet, but if you trust your brain, if you trust yourself, and you are not afraid of what people will think of you, you will be able to do things completely differently. And you will be able to come up with ideas that will be able to change and shape your own reality, to shape the reality of the people that will look at your work and to shape the reality of the society you live in. Thank you.
Thank you so much for being such an incredible role model. I'd like to know, how do you get your inspiration? Like, how can you possibly not run out of ideas?
I feel like I'm a very intuitive person. I don't think a lot before having an idea. I'm inspired by absolutely everything around me. It can be a conversation, it can be an image, it can be the news, it's my own experience, it's the experience of women around me. I feel like it's every day there is inspiration around us.
And do you then go and write it down when you're in the conversation? You're like, oh my God, that's a good idea? Or do you just have the ideas when you start creating that you think, that conversation gave me inspiration?
It depends. It depends, you know. Sometimes, I mean, you don't always have a pen and a paper to write down when you're in the middle of a conversation. But I just keep it in mind, and when I come home, I try to do a quick sketch of the hairstyle I want to create. When I do the sketch, I create the hairstyle. I use my tripod and my camera, and I have a little remote to take the picture. And I take the picture.
And that's it?
And that's it.
Okay. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure.